Good morning, everyone. Good evening in America. How is everybody? Thank you, Grace D. Jose, for logging on first. How is everyone? How is everything? I don't know if I'm overexposed. I'm trying a new background. I'm trying a new background and a new webcam. This particular webcam seems as if it's I don't know if it's too strong or I don't know. You tell me. How is the image from where you guys are at? Because this webcam is kind of. I look overexposed on other screens right now, or the aperture is so. The aperture is so small on this that it really opens it up. So I think I got to step back for it to be kind of decent. How is the audio? How is everyone? Let me just see. I'm gonna put all these things together right now. Mm-mm. Good evening. Good morning. Play some music in the background. I'm just gonna. Fridays for me are gonna be like more doing videos on just basic topics or basic topics as well as catching up with everybody else and it's open forum type stuff. So that's what I plan on doing. Let me open up my Facebook so I can kind of see see who's on right now. I don't know even who's watching, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Online classes. I don't know how. I don't know. So, but I don't know if I can help you, teach you, train you. Yeah, maybe. Tips, tricks, whatever. Share that video. Really appreciate it. Let me just share it. Let me do all my sharings to all the platforms. I wish I can go live on. I wish I can go live on thing. What do you call this? I wish I can go live on Instagram on the same platform. I would really, really love that. So I'm going to start the not the session, but I'm just gonna go through my pages right now and then follow through with everything. So I am going to start the actual what I wanted to cover, the topic I wanted to cover shortly. But I just want to thank everybody for jumping on to this live stream at the same time for your time. And if you haven't, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I need to build up my Facebook, Instagram. My info's right down there. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everybody in the Philippines. Shout out to everybody here in New York. I hope everybody's safe, everybody's healthy, and shout out to all my bully family, APBNBA, my channel APBNBA Strong Island Bullies, my co-owners. Shout out to Joshua, Oliver, Kenneth, Megan, everybody in my at the house. Salamat for everything. So, this video tonight, if you watch this later on, I hope you enjoy it, is going to cover tips on getting into managerial roles in not in any industry, because certain things are kind of blocked off, but most industries. Okay, so that's pretty much where I want to try to focus on. So, because I had comment down below with any suggestions, any advice, whatever as well, and then the people that are watching this later on can see this as well. So I really appreciate that. But so the main thing I wanted to cover was tips that got me to where I am now and how I got there, because I got a question from a gentleman, I guess, who is in pest control, and he wanted to understand the process or what I did to become a service technician into operations manager, as what I'm doing right now. So for those of you Filipinos, I will try my best to talk as slow as possible. I don't want to get too excited, and so so I just want you to know that, just some backstory on me. I've been I've been very independent all my life. I've started businesses, small businesses, since I was a kid. Kid as in like 16, 17, and I've always taken my money, invested, reinvested, lost some, win some, and pretty much that's my thing. But I've been very blessed. Whatever job or position I've been in, I've always got into the position of being some form of manager, if not the highest one, right underneath the highest managers. So that's pretty much my little backstory. Hopefully that will help you and put into context as to the experience that I've had, and I hope you guys do better than me. I really do, because hey, I mean, that's all I can do is push people up. So I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible, because I don't want to drag it out, because I can rant all day. I can talk all day. I'm telling you. Give me some chocolate. Give me some Toblerone. I'll probably rant all day. I'm not going to. I don't want to. But what I'll break it down is I will do the topic at hand tonight. Then I'll go over the 5,000 peso giveaway. The 5,000 peso giveaway come December 21st. It'll be towards the end of the video. And then I hope you hang on for that. And I really appreciate your time. So the topic for tonight, as I said before, is how, or tips on to how you become or can become a manager in any industry. Now, at the end of the day, this is my disclaimer. This is not advice as to, oh, you're going to become a manager in the next X amount of time. Next week, tomorrow, next month. Not going to happen. You have to understand, when there's too many people above you and they're not really moving anywhere, sometimes you might be the one that needs to move. So, let's take that with a grain of salt, right? So, thank you for all the viewers right now. Since I don't see you because I'm on a different live stream, right? Comment down below. Just say hello. Just say what's up. I appreciate it. Salamat kayo. So, let's get right into it, okay? So, how is everybody? How is everything? Let me get into that screen I need to get into. So as you can see, one of my screens is not working, dude. This is the one that's supposed to show me. The one to the bottom is supposed to show me info on the channel and stuff like that. Something's wrong with that. I need to fix that. Whatever. I can't think about it right now. It's kind of bothering me, but I can't think about it right now. So I hope you can hear me over this music. It's not too loud. So, and I hope you like the background. Comment down below if you like the background. It's totally black. I personally like it because this is black. It's such a dynamic thing. But live stream topic tonight: how to grow into manage. Let me speak that again. How to grow. I have to speak slower for my Bisaya and Tagalog listeners. How to grow in management roles in any industry. That's kind of clickbaity. It's not really any industry, but most industries, okay? So for those of you who are stuck, stuck, you don't know what to do, you are unclear as to, I've been working at this job for so long, or I don't know why I'm here. You have those sentiments like, I've been here for so long, am I going to move up? Am I whatever? So, as I said before, I have never, I think there's only been one job in my life that I've never become a manager of some sort. And I had to think about it today on why that is. Is it my personality? Is it, because, I've been around a lot of strong people in my life, so I tend to be strong and independent. And some people might not have that. So hopefully this will help you get to there and help clear some things up. Even if you're a strong individual, independent individual, sometimes you cannot articulate what you want to say, how you want to say it, how you want to deliver it without it becoming offensive or pushy and things like that. So hopefully this video will give you some type of value, right? So let's go into it. So let's get into it. So let's start from how I started, especially with the pest control industry, right? With any business, any business or any job I've ever tried to work at, applied at, whatever. What does it all start with? It starts with an interview, right? There has to be an interview process, right? There is. So as you can see, I just want a quick segue. That picture where you see right there, that is when I took down a hornet's nest. It's about like little hornets. I think, I don't know, in Bisaya it's called lampinig or something like that, like little hornets. I took that down. The thing was like huge. As you can see, like it's like literally a size right like that. Pretty big. But onto the topic. When you first go apply for any job, the next thing that's usually going to happen is an interview, right? An interview, right? So this is what I do every time I go to an interview. And obviously this did not happen when I was a younger person, because you're fresh at it. You don't know what to think. You don't know what to say. You're kind of nervous. You are like, oh my God, I'm just worried. I just want to get hired. I just want to work. So as I got older, I started learning how to present myself, how to approach certain situations, especially with my stutter, right? I stutter bad sometimes. So this stutter causes people to think of uncertainty. It's like I'm nervous, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not really nervous. It's just that I get very excited and my stutter happens. So I had to slow down what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and really step back many times to get into a zone of thinking clearly, sounding like I know what I'm saying, and sounding professional. Because no matter how smart you are, no matter how you can be an extraordinary person. However, perception is reality. When you are nervous, when you are you can hardly talk, it sometimes the outlook is like, oh man, what's wrong with this dude, man? Is he going to be okay, type thing. So this is just a way going into the interview. These are my tips that might help you and might line you up. I will probably okay. These roles, you got Grace, Jose, you got me all. My brain is whatever. I think it's my ADHD, but yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, Sir Ray. So this is what I have done over the years. Getting into interviews, right? Getting into interviews. Step 1, getting the interview. Step 2, knowing what to say, knowing how to say it, and literally lining myself up for the interviewer to understand what I want to do here. I don't want to just have a paycheck. I want to be a manager. I want to be a leader in this company. And that's the energy I put out when I'm speaking to people. Not too strong, not cocky, not overconfident, but you can sense it. Maybe it's me, I don't know. I make sure that they know that I have a lot of conviction when I speak and what I say, right? So obviously you land the interview, you're sitting down with the interviewer. First thing is you start sweating, maybe your hands start getting sweaty, whatever, because you don't know what questions, man. You don't know what's gonna happen right now. Especially if you are not used to interviews, right? If you're not used to interviews, you are nervous. I went into an interview one time where the guy asked me, serious, no lie. The guy goes, "What's your favorite cereal?" I said, "What do you mean? What's my favorite cereal?" In my brain, and then I said, "Oh, I love the frosted mini wheats." He's like, ooh, amazing. Yeah, I like that too. I was like, okay. That was kind of, that kind of threw me off. And I'm trying to adjust his music. That kind of threw me off, but it got me to the point where I realized that it was, the interviewer's icebreaker, right? It was the interviewer's icebreaker. So I was like, cool, cool. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. So, so after getting to know each other, after getting the formalities out of the way, because the interviewer. Cause I interview a lot of people all the time. I've hired many people. Unfortunately, I have let go of a lot of people, but when I'm in an interview, I usually towards the end or towards the conclusion of our meeting, I usually tell the person like, Mr. Interviewer, can you just tell me, like, even jokingly, in a jokingly tone, tell me the good, the bad, and the ugly about this position, right? The good stuff about the position, the bad stuff about the position, and worst case scenario. What happens here? Like, what happens in this particular role, right? Excuse me. So what happens in this, it's live, I'm sorry. What happens in this particular role, and things like that. And usually, and for me, if me interviewing people, being a manager, interviewing people, that kind of tells me like, oh, okay, this guy's might be really interested, or this person, I'm sorry, this guy, girl might be really interested. Like, he really wants to know the good days, the bad days, best case scenario, worst case scenario, because he has a, he might, it's a thought in my brain, like the person might have a good head on his shoulders. I'm like, wow, he's asking me these questions that most people don't ask me. I mean, this is my advice, not my advice. This is my opinion and everything. I could be wrong, but after interviewing so many people, me being interviewed, and things like that, that's what I've always done, and it's gotten me into positions where it's like, my seriousness is really in there. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with that said, when you have been told, right? Because you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste the company's time, right? Well, that's number one. You don't want to waste the company's time. You don't want to waste your time, because understanding that you are leveraging your time. There's only a finite time you have on this earth. 50 years, 70 years, 80 years, God willing. So, after knowing the good, the bad, the ugly, then you have to reassess super quickly, is this job for you? Because you want to be a manager in this position. So, like, if you wanna excel in this role, am I willing to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly? If it's not for you, you better move on, because you're gonna waste your time. You don't want to be a job for 3 to 5 years, and then you're just like, shit, what am I doing here, dude? I just wasted my effing time here. You don't want that, dude. Because every company is gonna have its ups and downs. It's not gonna be a great day all the time, and that's something that you have to understand and you have to really accept. And are you willing to accept it? Sir Ray, so what can you contribute for the company? Sorry, I don't have the money right now. Or, big company's a big company, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my thing right now. Like that's my thing right now. Oh, your boy, yeah, my friend over here is I'm watching the live feed from somebody else as well. So, this video is not gonna catch too many people right now, but I'm sure down the next couple of days it'll jump up in views. But the main important thing is, I hope this video is giving you the value that you need for those of you wanting to excel. Those of you are younger and wanting to setting yourself up in a better position going forward, looking down 10 years down the road, 15, 20 years down the road, where do you want to be? Where do you envision yourself? Things like that. Hopefully this helps you. So, My third tip, right? This is just the interview part, right? The third tip of this situation is, do not, please, do not bring the representative to the interview. As in, don't bring the fake you to the interview. Not the fake you. Bring the real you. Don't bring this guy, okay? You're like this guy, right? Like, standings real tall. Yes, sir. No, sir. Uh-huh. Yes, I'll do it. Yes, okay. Yes. Uh-huh. You want to jump over a cliff? Yeah, uh-huh. Don't say yes to everything. Be real with yourself. Like, literally this week, we had to fire somebody because he couldn't do something that was asked of him. That is it's almost like a prerequisite. It's part of the criteria of being a technician, and he couldn't do it, or he didn't want to do it. And this is one of the qualifying questions when I interview people. These are one of the qualifying questions that are you okay with this? Are you okay with that? Person goes yes. When the moment comes, oh no, I can't deal with it. No, it's not that way. Tip number 3, do not bring the representative to the meeting. Bring the real you. Don't bring the yes man. Don't bring, I will do anything just to get in the door, because you are going to, more than likely, you're going to be miserable, because you're going to go against your grain, your character, and then that might lead you into just, let me just collect this paycheck and waste my time type thing. So that's my personal, that's my personal opinion, right? Tip number 4 is letting the interviewer know what your expectations are to the position and to the company, right? So basically, letting the know. Wow, okay. So you like I said before, bring the real you and be prepared. And be prepared to ask these questions that will hopefully put you in a better position, because you're showing interest. You're showing, you're almost like forecasting where you want to be in the future. Like, you're really diving into it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's telling the interview, what are your expectations of me? Like, what do you want from me? Like, how many, like, basic stuff. How many days you want me to work? How many hours I'm going to work in a day? And things like that. Like, what skills do I need to have to do this job? Or what skills do I need to have to excel at this job, or this product, or not this product, this service, and things like that, right? And on top of that is, like, this is what I ask ever since I probably after 20 something. If I worked at a job, like, I used to tell people, like, the interviewers, like, is there room for growth, right? If Mr. Pierce Baldwin, my branch manager from before he left to go to Denver, I don't know if he remembers this, but when he interviewed me, I said, the last thing I said was, is there room to grow at this job? Because to be honest with you, I don't want to stay at this one particular position for the rest of my life. Is there room to grow? And he said, yes, there is. And I said, okay, that's fine. That's all I wanted to know. If there's room to grow. If there's room to grow, we're good to go. Because I'm just going to keep pushing to whatever that level is. I'm going to try to reach it. And that's pretty much like that's what I do in most interviews. I'm just like pretty much like, what do you expect of me, and is there room to grow, right? So there's these are things that I've always done. Like, literally, the things I've always done in the majority of interviews I've ever gone in. And I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 jobs. I've never really had that many jobs in my life, but generally speaking, I've always been lifted up to some sort of leadership role. And maybe that's why it is. I don't know. I'm just sharing what I have done throughout my life with you guys, to just help you if you are hitting that snag in life and things like that. for some of my older viewers. You guys are probably finished off with your careers and stuff like that. Comment down below what you've done and things like that. Really appreciate it. I got a lot of gas today, dude. Okay, so yeah, pretty much that last bit, as in asking the person, is there room to grow within this company, is, if for me, it's an indicator that the person wants to be here long term, wants to grow with the company, right? So for me, it's like, okay, this person seems like they want to be invested. This person seems like as if they just want to, they want to stretch their wings, pretty much, for me. So, and that makes me feel good, because you know what, this guy has the energy, the want to do something within this company, right? Within this company. So for me, it's like, okay, it's gonna pique my interest more. Like, trust me, I've done interviews where there's literally, no joke, I'm not even joking with this one. I interviewed the gentleman, right? And I'm like, oh, great, step 2, step 3. Let me just go back real quick. This is what happens in the live videos here. Step 2, landing the interview, asking the interviewer what to expect from the job, the good, the bad, the ugly. And after absorbing that, see if it's a right fit for you, and try your best not to bring the fake you to the interview. As in, don't say yes to everything. Be real about it. If kaya sayo or nemo, get it done. I mean, if it's kaya for you, then you got to get it done. If it's not, don't waste your time, and you just can't, right? Letting the interviewer know what your expectations are with the company, and always asking if there's room to grow. That was for Grace over there. But let me, I was gonna go back into this interview thing. So I was interviewing this gentleman, right? Older gentleman, older than me, probably mid-50s or something like that. And I was interviewing him. I was like, hey, how are you? Whatever. And I was like, so why are you looking into pest control and stuff like that, and whatever. This is what he said. And this, I'm gonna try my best to do his voice. I'm like, I just want to work. This is, I just want to work. I'm like, okay. So now I'm just like, I'm trying to bring out some energy out of this gentleman or something, like, so are you okay with this? Are you okay with this part of the job, that part of the job, whatever? He's like, I'm like, bro, I was like, honestly, sir, I don't think this is a right fit for you, because it just wasn't, man. Because you got to deal with people, man. Most people are not gonna want to deal with that, man. They want somebody that's generally gives great customer service, and that leads me into the steps, like the main tips into how to conducting yourself over time to set yourself up to be a leader and hopefully be chosen as a manager. Okay, so that's the next right now. So what we're gonna cover right now is steps into becoming a better leader, becoming a better example, to stick out of the pack, so you can hopefully be chosen to be a leader in your industry, right? It could be pest control. It can be pretty much anything, right? Because it's all the same as far as energy you put in. Now, I'm not gonna say don't get down on me on this, because they'll be like, oh, you told me I had to do this, I'll become a manager. It doesn't work out that way. If at the end of the day, building these skills sets you up for other doors potentially. So just look at it in that way, okay? Because trust me, there's just certain jobs that some people don't move up. They'd be surprised if they get promoted. Sit there for 20 years and don't get promoted and stuff like that. If that's your type of thing, then that's fine. If you're the type of person who wants to grow at a particular pace, then you might have to switch companies, unfortunately. But that's the truth of everything. Sometimes, it is what it is. So let me just go over. Jesus, there it is. There's a starter. Let me just go over these one by one. I'm gonna try my best to stay focused all day and do my thing here. So these are gonna be 10 tips on what I've done in the pest control industry, as well as in any industry I've ever been in, to get into these roles of managerial roles and like leadership roles. So take this with a grain of salt. This is what has worked for me. It might not work for you, but it's worked for me. So step number 1. Okay. I'm trying to read my notes, honestly. I'm so sorry. Step number 1. I don't know why I put steps to becoming a better tech / coworker beyond the product. That should have been the preface. That's going to be the preface. Steps to become a better tech / coworker beyond the product or service. Okay? Got it? Okay. Like, number 1 has to be providing customer care. Great customer care. Great customer service, I mean. Providing great customer service is key, literally, to all businesses. 99% of businesses, there is always going to be a customer, whether it's an end user, like consumer, or whether it's a business person consuming your product, whether you're the wholesaler you're the wholesaler, you're the distributor, and they're the wholesaler, or buyer reseller, or something like that. So providing great customer service, understanding the needs of your clients, and understanding that they literally are the one of the lifebloods of your business, and valuing that. That's like no more, like valuing the fact that without these people, there's like 50% of my business here, because the other 50% is my employees. Without the employees, you can't generate, growth. Without the customers, you can't scale as well. So you have to really provide great customer service. As a technician, I'm always asking the client, when I was a technician, is there anything else I can do? Is there something on the inside I can do? Is there something on the outside I can do? And listening, understanding what the needs are of the client, right? Listening, and pretty much and pointing things out, like things that they never realize, like, oh, this is concerning pest control. I used to tell people, I used to purposely walk around the house like, I don't know if you know, but your basement window is all busted up. You're going to want to fix that because rats or mice or raccoons can get in. And some people are like, oh no, I didn't know that. And then that brought the value already. Somebody says, Gil, can you take care of something for me? Okay, I got you. When I'm done, I then tell them what I did. So, it basically like reinstates, like, oh, I came to your house, I took care of the job, and what I found, whatever, what I did to take care of it. And then I'll see you soon. If you ever need to call me, just hit me up, and then we'll take care of anything else that needs to be done in and around the house. Most people are very happy. Most people are like, wow. They're like, he's so polite. He's this. He's that. It's very easy. It doesn't cost anything to be nice, right? It doesn't cost anything to be a nice guy. You will lose a lot being a dick. Okay, that's straight up. you're gonna lose a lot being a dick or an a-hole. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Toblerone. Oh, where's my Toblerone break here? Yo, I swear the aperture on this camera is crazy, crazy small, dude. So I'm going to I'm gonna eat that afterwards, honestly. So another thing is bring the best foot forward to any I was about to say altercation. Bring the best foot forward in any communication, interaction, and things like that, especially person to person when you're speaking to the people and things like that, right? Body language is a very important thing. Looking in somebody's eyes when you're speaking to them, the way you're standing. Don't stand like this. You know what I'm saying? Don't stand like you're aggressive. Just stand very calmly, very open-handed. Like nothing in my hands, nothing in my pockets. Just open. Accepting, pretty much, right? Bring your best foot forward, because understanding that the customer, people in general, are judgmental. People will judge you. People will judge you on how you look. People will judge you on how you smell. People will judge you on how you dress. There's a lot of stuff there people judge you on. I try my best not to give anyone any reason. The only thing I can't control really is my height. I'm short, so everybody calls me short. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you, I'm getting weird about this camera, dude. This new webcam it's a bit too. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. So, tip number 3. Oh yeah, let me go back to tip number 2 about our perception and everything, like people judging and stuff like that, right? Like how do you know? It's like this, like the way you look, right? Is like, when somebody's upset, happy, moody. There's just this thing of the look. So, your body language is part of that. Like, if you walk up to a house or go up to a customer like this, hey, my name is Gil. What do you need? What can I help you with? Right? It's not good. It's just not. It looks bad to you, and it looks like you don't want to be there. I tell Ruby all the time, when people here give me bad customer service, I tell her all the time, I'm like, I guess they don't want to work. They don't want to work, right? They don't want to work, because I'm like, I'm about to give you my money for the product or service, right? I mean, that's 1. 2, you should be very fortunate you got a job. That's 2, right? You should be happy you got a job. You should be happy you're making money to put you in a better position if you want to going forward. I just don't understand it. I understand people have bad days, but when it comes to being professional, you got to look professional. Simply put, okay? So that leads me to number 3, which is being professional. So, concerning pest control, for those of you who don't know, IPM stands for Integrated Pest Management. And I can relate that to understanding your surroundings in any capacity. Understanding what's going on around you, understanding that you have to be very observative around you, as in, like, oh crap, if this person or this thing happens, this is going to be a domino effect to this. Or if so and so acts this way, this is going to be the domino effect to this. So how can I get it better? How can I make it not happen and make it look good So that takes, that takes into account a lot of things. Like when like as a manager right now, when people have bad days, I tell them, listen, man, just take an extra, 30, 40 minutes, just cool off, you know, just to cool them off and things like that. Or clients upset. You have to understand, when somebody's upset, right? Being professional, you don't get back at them, right? You don't get angry back at them, because it's not good for your business, and especially if your employee does that, that employee represents you. So you got to be super professional. If somebody gets in your face, whatever, you are not there to prove that you're a tough guy, prove that you're right. You are there you're not there to kiss ass either. Don't kiss no butt. But you are there to diffuse the situation, rectify what needs to be rectified, and reset expectations. That's what you need to be doing when certain situations happen. Being the professional, stepping back. Sir, ma'am, what is the issue here? What can I do to get this in a better position for you? Right? What do I need to do to get us in a better position and keep you as a customer? Because at the end of the day, I don't have a job if you are not my customer. And most of the time it works for me. Right? Right? So that's it's pretty, like, that is pretty much my goal when I start diffusing situations. Not letting the person has an issue, right? It could be beyond you, right? It could be beyond you. They had a fight with their significant other. You are the punching bag, because you're the person that knocked on the door, or you're the first person that just, or the person just has a bad day. Point is, being professional is just key to being able to handle certain situations with any situation. Person gets in your face, whatever. But listen, man, I don't know what you want to do. I'm just here to make sure that things go right. What can I do to make this things right? And I've taken people down, certain levels. Some people are beyond help. You just gotta walk away. There's no room for ego when you are a professional, for the most part. Okay? There's no room for ego. Let me stop that before I keep ranting. Okay, so, my back. Having empathy, right? So this is like 4. Having empathy for your client's needs and concerns. And this goes with bringing good customer service. Like good customer service as in really listening, using your ears, not just watching the client's mouth move. Listening to the client's concerns and needs will put you in a better place, because when that client goes to your manager and goes, yo, John over there really listens, man. He really got me. He really understood my issue and he dealt with it. Now, multiply that times 100 customers. Multiply that times 1,000 customers. How good do you look at that point? You look good. So you're basically sharpening your blade, because you're consistently understanding, listening, putting their needs in front of you. At the end of the day, all that will hopefully put you in a better position, because you are literally taking the reins and like, what do you need, sir? Miss, Mrs. Mr. Smith, Mrs. Smith, what do you need? Let me see what I can do for you. But at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that you're good and you stay a customer with us, right? And the main thing is, it's only because every business or job I've ever had, I've always imagined that it was my own business. And if it's your own business, you are, one, you don't want to lose customers, and 2, you hold yourself with such a higher accountability. You know what I'm saying? So having empathy for the client's concerns and needs has to be up there as to what to do when you are trying to bring value to a customer, bring value to the company, and showing that you care. And most managers love seeing that, right? They more like, wow, that guy, my man's really doing his thing. I mean, I do when I see my guys. Like, whoa, when promotions come up, that's that guy, dude. That's the guy that I'm going to recommend. And I'll be real with you. That's what it is when I look at guys now. And moving on, staying consistent, right? None of this works if you only do it one time. That's number one. None of this works if you only do it one time. Staying consistent, client to client, day to day, job to job, customer to customer, client to client, and month to month, year to year. That's week to week as well. I miss week to week. So understanding staying consistent, everybody messes up, including myself. I'm not a robot, and robots mess up too. But staying consistent, just constantly getting into the mode of, okay, this is a pattern. Let me constantly hit my pattern. It's like doing this. Many of you know, I spar, I fight. I used to fight. When you're training, how do you inflict more damage? You hit the same spot. So you consistently go after the same goal over and over, day to day, week to week, minute by minute, exchange by exchange, month to month, right? Okay, so next one. Realizing whether you are getting promoted or not, you are learning a trade that can be monetized. By this I mean, don't be so focused on becoming a manager or moving up in the ranks, because if you do the work and you get recognized, you will eventually move up. But understanding, every day you get better. Every single day you get better. Every time you sharpen your blade, let's say, you are learning something that no one can ever take away. You are learning something that can be transitioned across the board to many other industries. So staying consistent with that, staying consistent with sharpening yourself, your attitude, your approach, whatever, then it'll be better for you in the long run, honestly. Next one. You can seek out coworkers with years of experience and pick up some trade know-how and techniques. So by this I mean, certain companies, certain industries that you guys are in, some of you guys are close to the veterans of that, right? And most veterans are always willing to share their knowledge, because I always believe that people like taking credit for whether they like to say it or not. People like taking credit when they're able to transition their skill to someone else, if that makes any sense. Like, people like being able to, let me show you how to do this. It gets done. The person accomplishes the goal. You take part in that accomplishment and that credit because you feel good, because you were able to teach somebody even a small thing. So being around those coworkers, being around the best coworkers, is a good habit, because you're being around the best. You are sharpening your blade with some of the best in there. So because I'm always trying my best to excel, and I know the people above me are always trying to excel. So they recognize me. I always recognize them. So it's more like, okay, and then the people that, for me, I realize that real hardworking people always recognize other hardworking people. They understand. They're on the same wavelength, man. No hate at all. Like, you're doing your thing. No, you're doing your thing. But after a while, you start like, yo, John, how do you do that? Whatever. And they'll be willing to share with you. I'm telling you right now. It's not catty or anything like that. Ooh, I hope not. Next one. You are in front of leaders that you can take on as mentors to emulate and add more of your you can emulate them and add more of your own personality, your own traits within that foundation, having these people as your mentors. So that kind of goes back to the last one, like with the coworkers and everything. Understanding, being able to step back, watching your surrounding, being observative of all the top earners, best employees, top technicians, whatever top guys there are. You're going to start seeing certain habits they do. What they do is what's working, what's not working. You're going to see all of this. And you need to be very observative of that. Understanding that, like, these people have this know-how, these things over the years that are accumulating this knowledge. You can mitigate all of that by watching them, absorbing them. Not absorbing them. That's like Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Just understanding, and then, just taking their know-how. You might find a better idea and then just by tweaking what their idea is, which is fine. But at least it's less work for you because there's a model for you to follow already, typically, right? So be around those people back at that particular point, right? Next one, stop looking at this the wrong way. The moment you see this opportunity as a next paycheck, you are not management material, okay? I wrote this because there's too many people out there that this is boastful. Like, like, this is what I hate. This is me ranting a little bit. This is what I hate. People like, I don't get paid enough to do this. Like, bro, sister, you shouldn't be here in the first place when you have that point of view, right? That's one. Two, this is my point of view, okay? Two, like, the moment that you just like, you know what, it's just a job, it's getting the bills paid, whatever, I'm gonna apply to another job. No, you're not management material. You're just not. You're just not. Like, and on the flip side, I do not hang around people like that. I really don't. Super negative. Doesn't benefit me in any way, and it won't benefit you either. Hanging around negative people, disgusting. It's just, I don't be around. I just don't want to be around it, man. I don't like. Would you sleep next to garbage? No, you wouldn't, right? So I don't. I see that like with negative people. Next one, Class A managers in any field, unfortunately, are usually the first man in and last man out. Leadership qualities are developed and molded over time. So being in front of a firing squad is a constant occurrence. You have to be crazy to accept the responsibility of leading your crew. If you're up for it, I believe you can become a well-rounded person. Right? So, by that I mean Class A managers, top tier guys, like leaders, like straight on leaders. They are the last man in. They are basically the first guy in the office, last guy out. Making sure everybody's taken care of. Making sure, like, on the technician side or the employee side, everybody's good. Making sure everybody is good on the customer side, right? If you don't have the guts to do that, if you don't have the fortitude, the resilience to do that, you're not built for it, okay? You're just not built for it, right? Because you have to be super accountable for every little thing, because your employees, right? Your employees are going to look onto you like, what do I do? What do I do? If you make a wrong decision, and your technician or your employee is going to naturally say, yeah, Gil told me to do that. And then your superior is going to go up to you and say, did you tell so-and-so to do that? What are you going to say? You're going to throw them under the bus? No, I hope not. You have no integrity. You have to be accountable for it. You have to say, my fault. I thought it was right. I am sorry. Okay, I made a mistake. I hope not an egregious one, but I made a mistake. But pretty much that's what I meant by that. Next one, I don't even know what number I'm on. Next one, second to last one, accountability is the key to self-improvement. I'm always making mistakes, and my takeaway is always, what could I have done better? And that's the question I ask myself when I know I made mistakes, when I know I felt like something was not done 100%. What could I have done better to handle the situation, handle the altercation, handle anything? And that is one thing that for me will help you become someone that is management material, because you are literally just self-reflecting, judging yourself as to, could I have done better? Could I have pushed myself more? And that's very important to everything in life, because if you play the victim role, the victim card with mostly anything, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be a victim. You're not the victor. You're not the winner. You're not pushing for success, pretty much. And that opens up a box of worms of contentious things. But I don't want to get into it. I'm just talking about being a manager here, okay? Last but not least, from the accountability part of it, from judging yourself and things like that, you can gauge how much work you need with yourself. In 6 months' time, 6-month intervals, you're going to see a growth if you're really following steps to really sharpen your blade, right? And as long as you are striving to be successful every single day, even in, micro steps or whatever, as long as you're fighting not to become complacent or content, you're on your way. You're on your way, right? You are on your way up. Because this is what most people do. I found a job. Good. I found a job. Oh, the job pays well. Okay, it's paying well. Oh, okay. Oh, it pays well. Okay. Oh, I got a little raise because they're gonna give me a yearly raise. Okay, then it pays well. And then it just stays there. You don't do anything. Like, I understand the fact that some people are not meant to be managers, right? But we're talking about people who want to be manager roles. If you're not taking these things, doing these things, and not excelling, right? Not especially in pest control, right? Pest control, a lot of the things are metric out, like metric, stops per hour, how many reservices, how many this, how many that. If you are not in the top 5, you're wasting your time. You're not staying competitive. You're just content. You just want to be like middle of the road. I'm not that way, and I hope you are not too. I'm the type of guy like, what's the best guy's numbers? I want that one. That's one I want. I want a mansion. Okay, that's what I want. I have very big ambitions, very big dreams. That's my problem. I'm always going for more. I've taken hits over the years, but I've always gone for more. I've made some good stuff too as well. You know what I'm saying? Let me move this microphone over here. How is this right here? So, oh yeah, dude, I can kind of chill over here, dude. Look at this. Oh yeah, dude. Like, I'm pretty. Like, I got my feet up and everything. Wow. Can you still hear me over there? I'm okay. I'm pretty chilled out here. I'm relaxed right now. But I know it was a pretty long video. I am sorry. But that is my tips. The good thing about live is that I can just really talk. The bad thing is that I kind of rant. Excuse me. And that's the bad. I burp, and because that's live. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. As far as tips on becoming or getting to managerial roles, the point of everything is consistently growing, consistently keeping yourself accountable for your mistakes, for everything, and understanding and pushing yourself to your limit, and then once you get to your limit, break the limit and keep going forward, keep going up by getting to know, getting close with a lot of the top end guys, or the leaders in your field or in your company, because that's the only way you're gonna get better. Getting around people who are better than you, so you can level up with them, hopefully surpass them, find another set of people who are really good, surpass them, and keep, that's I didn't pass gas. That's a chair. If you hear that, okay, that's a chair. Because I'm hitting, I'm on my DJ set right here. But yeah, like even me right now, I'm always trying to find a network with friends who are doing well, or making friends, networking with associates of who are doing well in life, because it challenges me. Like, wow, my man's doing big things right now, so I want to be that way too. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that way too. Oh, geez, sorry. Okay, so who's out there today? Who's out there? Let me just double check the message. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that way too. Oh, geez, sorry. Okay. Well, actually, this camera is really on point. But yeah, that's pretty much my spiel, my video for today. So every Friday I'm gonna go live with topics and stuff like that, and just to add more value to the channel and stuff like that. If you haven't, like the video, watch. If you want to watch my videos, is fine. Subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to my other channel, Gilsar and Vergara, where I just vlog. I do reviews. I'm gonna do reviews more on that one, and just lifestyle content, stuff like that. This channel, Do My Life, on Do My Life, is pretty much just business stuff and expat life stuff. So that's just my thing right there. And I'm gonna be doing it consistently on Friday, so hopefully I have more people watching and things like that. But I really appreciate anybody who watches, because it's a blessing. Somebody's watching. It really is, and I really appreciate you guys. So if you have any other questions for me, it's an open forum. Just go ahead and comment down below, and I'll try my best to answer as best I can. And then I will switch over to the live. Oh, yo, what happened to you? Come on, dude. That's not what I wanna. Does that mean it disappeared another one? So, that's not what I wanted to show. But yeah, if you see that screen right there, that's gonna be the 5,000 peso giveaway. 5 winners, right? 5 winners, 5,000 peso giveaway. 5 winners, so 1,000 apiece. If you're in America, I'll give you like $20, a $20 gift card if you want, or I can Venmo you or whatever. So pretty much, these are the rules. Super basic, like probably one of the most basic rules you'll ever know or ever see. 1, like the video. That look for that thumbnail on my YouTube. Look for that thumbnail. Like the video. 2, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. 3, comment down below with video ideas. Then come December 21st, I'm gonna put that in a software that picks random comments, and then the 5 winners that I pick randomly, that the program picks randomly, are going to win. Obviously, they're the winners. Oh, from Fernando Lopez says, just had an interesting opportunity cross my path recently. A friend of mine offered me to take over his pest control business. Any advice or things to be mindful of? So, Fernando, how many customer, what is the customer base like? And what type of pests are you going after? Now, pest control, right, in general, because I watch the numbers all the time, because I look at the profit and losses and stuff like that. pest control can be a very lucrative business. If it can be very, very lucrative if you really, set it up properly and things like that. It can be very lucrative. It's just understanding the three major costs to the pest control business. It's gonna be your cost of labor, your gas and transportation, and your cost of products, chemicals. So factor that in if that fits in your budget, that fits in your scheme. So yeah, cost of labor, obviously, labor, cost of fuel for your trucks and everything, maintenance and stuff, and cost of your products, getting products and things like that. Depending on the type of pest he's going after, the type of licenses that the business will be going under, then that will kind of dictate cost-wise and stuff like that. So once again, those are the rules for the video, for the 5,000 peso giveaway. I'll have to do this a lot sooner, dude. Oh yeah, time for my dessert, How is everybody out there? Yo, that particular video, right? That particular video. I just had a root canal that day. I saw that video, so my face was like that, I'm just looking at the comments. Self-reflecting, judging yourself as to. I'm just looking at the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much talking about. Okay. Well, that tells me that he does general pests. Depending on the state, bees are a different license within itself, and bats are generally a trapper's license. So maybe he probably has 3 to 4 licenses under his business, and bees you gotta be careful with because they're such. Maybe it's wasp, but be very careful if it's bees because they help the whole entire globe. So you have to be very careful. There's certain procedures to take them out and replace them and put them somewhere else and stuff like that. Bees are so integral in the what is the word, the ecology. Bats, if that's a trapper's license, that can become very lucrative. Bat work and stuff like that. And I asked if he's into trapping other things, squirrels, raccoons. If he does aviary for birds and stuff, aviary exclusion. Bed bugs can become very lucrative. Rodent exclusion can become very lucrative. I said bed bugs already. Mosquitoes, very, very good. Right? It's just for me, my biggest thing is like dealing with certain customers, right? Certain customers play the game. Certain customers are You know, they know what the hell they're doing, right? They know what they're doing and things like that. And I just don't like that, like people who are just dishonest and stuff like that. That's kind of but it comes with it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? You can't really. It's one of those things. Beggars can't be choosers type thing, because you know that's the field you're in. But you just gotta deal with it. Mm-mm. But once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for. I'm just gonna keep it right here. I'm trying to move this thing. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I don't know how many viewers are on there. If there were a lot, I appreciate it. If there are not so many or zero, can't be zero. People are talking to me. I really appreciate it. Whether you're on Facebook, let me move it over to the first thing right here. Whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, comment down below. Other video ideas, any comments I can respond to. I usually respond to most comments when I have the time. Follow me on Instagram, and my details are right there. Facebook, YouTube, they're right down there. I really appreciate it. I want to grow the channel, but I can't do that without you. So, based on your experience, are there... No, it's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, being in the pest control, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't, I personally wouldn't do general pests as a business. It's just the headaches you get from the customers sometimes, it's not worth it sometimes. Trapping, I would consider trapping. Yeah, I would consider if I was going to run my own business. But being an owner operator, from my guesstimate, if you have like 300 to 400 customers, one person can handle that. Honestly, one person can handle that. You just gotta be like especially like the biggest pros are that, you know, you're dealing with customers, right? That's one. You're dealing with customers. You're really good at, and then you're outside all the time, right? Well, you own your own business, so you don't really got to answer to anybody. But just the fact that you have the freedom to a degree, and that's a big pro already. Some of the cons are, it's not really a con. You have to really understand. You have to really understand what you're doing with these products, and really, even taking a few entomology courses will probably be very beneficial. Like understanding what bugs do, how bugs move, how what happens here, what happens there, so you can mitigate all that time you have to spend at a house, right? Because you're gonna find customers who are like, I see one ant, you're not doing a good job, which is, it's not fair. You're dealing with an ant. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with an ant, right? And I tell clients all the time, like, you're dealing with something that's been here for millions of years, or billions if anything. They're going to be here after us. Our job is to try to make sure that they don't come back in the home or in or around your house and stuff like that. But like, to a degree, it's almost not guaranteed, because it's like, unless you're throwing down super toxic stuff, then you're killing the environment. So, you know, you're going to kill the ants. But you're giving everybody cancer around the neighborhood. So what do you want? You know. So being really knowledgeable about the product, how to apply it, when to apply it, proper rates, or even finding better IPM to mitigate a lot of that stuff. Like, this is just me talking about pest stuff. Like, understanding that it's a partnership, understanding that especially in pest control, you're only there every time that you treat. What happens to the hours, the days, the months in between that time? The client has to do their part as to keeping the place clean if it's a sanitary issue, doing the certain protocols that needs to be done in order for for what you're doing to really work, right? Because I tell clients all the time. The spray or the treatment we do is not going to compete with the Cheerios on your ground. It's just not. I'm sorry. Right? Does it make any sense? Like, how is my stuff going to compete with the crumbs on the ground, with the somebody opened up the sugar and it spilled in the cabinet in the pantry? It's not going to compete with that. You know what I'm saying? So, understanding that there is a partnership, there is a ongoing relationship that is no, that's fine, Fernando. Hey, go ahead, bro. I don't got work tomorrow, bro. I just want to go. If nobody else wants to ask no question, honestly, I don't want to waste anybody else's time. But there's so many things that can go wrong if you don't clear certain liabilities, protecting yourself, protecting your work, your workmanship. If that makes any sense, just fire them off, Fernando. I'll be glad to help you because let me fix something else over here. I'll be glad to help you because this video was meant for a gentleman. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. About how to get into the managerial role, how I turned from a service technician to a manager in the pest control industry, and it just morphed into other industries. But fire them off. Where are you located anyway? Are you in New York? You're not in New York, are you? Oh, okay, yeah. It's almost the same thing. I think we have pretty much the same standards, I guess. Are you in pest control now, Fernando? It's not really necessary, but it would help. Any certification helps because it's knowledge, right? Oh, you're still active duty? Okay, cool. Oh, what arm? Are you I obviously military. Are you a Marines, Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Air Force? Thank you, Grace. Hope everybody is safe in the Philippines because I heard it was a Category 3 storm out there. Stay safe out there, really. I'll probably go off in Navy. Nice, very nice. I'll probably go off in 10 minutes. But yeah, pest control can be... Who's this? Pest control can be very lucrative. I can tell you, I work for a big company, and it can be very, very lucrative. And I mean, only only if you know what the big boys make, because you'll be like, oh, damn, damn. But like with anything, with any business, it's just a lot of it is just consistency, man. You'd be surprised. Like, you have these guys who are like super, excuse me, like super successful, and you ask them like, how'd you do it? Staying focused, just, you know, pushing, just constantly pushing. And in all honesty, it makes sense, man. It's like, you know, yeah, I'm feeling my background, man. I made my background all black, all black. A few of my friends are going are live right now. One of my friends actually, he has like a 100 plus people. That is crazy, man. I wish I had 100 people watching it. I don't even know how many people are watching this feed right now, but I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Yes, Fernando. Yeah, anytime, just email me. Just email me or hit me or DM me or whatever. I'll try my best to help you out. I mean, with any business, this is me. I don't know about you. With any business, I'm at how it feels like I'll open up the business, get the manager to run it, and let it run autonomously. So once I know the numbers, what it can do, and obviously monitoring it, because I'm like, even pest control. Like, I just see it as a investment type thing. You know what I'm saying? I am in New York right now. I'm in Long Island right now. I'm in Long Island right now. But yeah, just like with anything, everything is an investment for me. Like this is my point of view, right? Like, if you were to run a business, if you were to walk away from it and then have fun and have the freedom, that's a business. Like, it's one of those things where, do you want to be an employee to your own business type thing? Like, and sometimes I don't want to be, because I escaped the 9 to 5 or whatever to be that. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is my thoughts. That's why the businesses I have in the Philippines, pretty much, like, I just monitor it. Like, right now, I'll probably end up calling or texting. That's why I check my phone from time to time, because I text my managers about what's happening, what's this, what's that, or whatever. Because yeah, bro. The E-Myth. Oh, what is that, dude? I gotta look into that. What is that? I'm sorry. I'm talking to one of my friends now that I'm trying to make bread with. Oh, okay. E-Myth, either E-Myth Mastery. Is that what it is? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to one of my friends trying to make bread with him. Yeah, because I'm usually, like right now, usually around now, I'm always hitting. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. World Class Company, I see it. Is it the one by Michael E. Gerber? The E. I'm gonna order this. E-Myth Mastery: The 7 Essential Disciplines for Building a World-Class Empire. I'm saying empire. World-Class Company. Now you know. Now you know what's in my brain all the time. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna buy this book right now, and you know, just to read into it. Yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, to be honest with you, I grew up poor. You know, my parents were immigrants. We came here as immigrants, this country, and it's one of those things, man. Like my dad always put it into me, like, you know, get the most out of life. It's okay to dream. It's better to go after your dreams and make it real. So, you know, my ambitions are very big, but as long as I get close to them, I'm fine with it. Because what I hate is the fact that, you know, like, I hate the fact that, you know, somebody is stopping me, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody, like, or when, you know, like, even, like, when you go to stores, they have to run your credit and stuff like that, right? I hate the fact that somebody has that much power over me. Like, to be like, oh, no, you don't deserve it, you know. I just don't like that feeling. Only way to fight that feeling, make enough money so you can buy it in cash. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? You know. But that's pretty much my mindset most of the time. Cause ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't buy this and I can't buy that because of, you know. I just get really you know, weird about those things, man. You know. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go on this call because I have a piece of property that um I have a piece of property that I might get rented out. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for everybody watching. Next time, don't feel free to comment and comment down on this video. Comment down on this video to if you know questions, answers, and you know if you have any advice for other people. I really greatly appreciate it. So most people are not gonna comment until after and stuff like that. So shout out to everybody out there, and thank you for your time. And take care, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your day. In the Philippines, everybody's having lunch. Enjoy. Please stay safe in both countries, in the world, from COVID and all this crazy temperatures and stuff like that. But take care. Bye. Peace.